As the economy was collapsing and the government was spending billions to bail out Wall Street banks, bank executives were showering themselves with bonuses. That, according to a new government report by federal pay czar Ken Feinberg. In just 5 months, from October 2008 to February 2009, 17 major banks, all bailout recipients, gave top executives $1.6 billion in bonuses, golden parachutes, and other lavish payments. Feinberg found the payments to be, quote, ill-advised, but since they weren't illegal, he's powerless to do anything about it, despite the fact that taxpayers helped make the payments possible.
So you cannot claw this money back. You do not have that authority.
I do not have that authority.
Consumer advocates say average Americans have every reason to be outraged at Wall Street bankers.
They live in their own world. That's one reason they don't feel shame, is that to them this seems perfectly reasonable.
In dealing with these bankers, do they understand the public outrage over these numbers? Do they get it?
No. But historically, I don't think Wall Street's ever got it.
Feinberg says they didn't get it during the Gilded Age of J.P. Morgan and Cornelius Vanderbilt, and they still don't get it today.
It's like they live in their own little world.
They do, but I'd like to think they're chastened somewhat by what's happened.
Feinberg urged the 17 banks to voluntarily adopt stricter pay practices that would apply during any future economic crisis, but there's no indication the banks plan to follow his advice. But the big Wall Street banks insist they've already taken action to tighten pay practices since the economic crisis began.
We've eliminated those practices that encourage short-term risk-taking. We've eliminated those practices that just say, whatever you sell, we're going to give you a commission.
As for Ken Feinberg, this was probably his last major act as pay czar. Now he can turn his attention to his new big job, distributing money to victims of the oil spill. Katie?
And Chip, Ken Feinberg says he's powerless to get the bonuses back, but isn't it true he could have declared them contrary to the public interest and at least tried?
Yes, Katie, he could have, and then he would have been empowered to negotiate with the banks to try to get that money back, essentially to try to shame them into giving it back, but the decision was made that the banks would never give that money back voluntarily. Katie?
All right, Chip Reid at the White House. Chip, thank you.